welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. And I come to you again with another tag of questions. I was tagged by Gail Patricia, Dollar Tree Hauls and More, with a 10-part or 10 questions tag. And I actually really liked this tag. I liked the questions. I guess, so to speak, they were not corny questions. Whoever put this questionnaire together did a great job. So I was more than happy to take on Gail Patricia's challenge of tagging myself in this, or of tagging me and me doing it. And at the end, I have tagged 3 people. Gail tagged 2, but I am going to tag 3. I hope that all 3 of you are watching, because it's out of the norm of people that I would normally tag. So stay tuned. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Who is your favorite movie star and why? Oh my gosh, that is so hard for me, because everybody that watches me knows that I love watching movies. I love so many movie stars that I think do a great job. I'm going to pick one man and one woman, just because I can't go on and on. So, my favorite male actor is Matthew McConaughey. Why? I think he's a good actor. 2, he's gorgeous. I mean, I don't care what anybody says, the man is gorgeous. He has got the most beautiful smile, the most beautiful teeth, and the most beautiful everything to go along with it. Plus, he's a great actor. So, Matthew McConaughey. Now, for my favorite female actress, man, that's hard because there's so many. Oh my gosh, it's just hard. I guess I'm gonna say no. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna say Jennifer Aniston. She plays in a lot of movies that I watch, and she always does a great job. I mean, but then I'm leaving out like Julia Roberts and Jennifer Lopez and Kate Hudson, and there's a ton of women that are great actresses, but I am just going to go with Jennifer Hudson. So there you go. That's mine. Matthew McConaughey, Jennifer Hudson. You guys need to do a movie together. Woo! Okay. What is your favorite color? Red. I love red. Red is my favorite color. Although when I wear clothes, I have some red. I tend to wear a lot of pinks and a lot of yellows and a lot of blues. I like color. There's people that wear just white or just black or just white and black. I am one that loves color. I love prints. I love patterns. But my favorite color, I would say, is red. Favorite time of the day and why? I guess I would have to say the evenings. I do not like to get woke up in the morning, but I have to because I have to go to work. So that's not my favorite time of the day. Mornings are not my favorite time. I guess evenings, I get home from work and cook dinner, and then we just kind of decompress, watch some TV, watch some YouTube videos, do some crafting, coloring, whatnot. I just call it puttering around the house, so I guess it would be evenings. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Look, I kind of went over this yesterday with my bucket list. I guess it would be, for right now in my life, would be New York City, because I've always wanted to see it. I've most of my life lived in a small rural community, and just the whole, I would really like to be in New York City and see all the touristy things, but I would also like to just see the everyday life of how they live there, because it is so different than ours. We take for granted that we have a car and we can go stock up on groceries, where a lot of them don't have cars, and they literally have to get their groceries and carry them home or whatnot. things like having a washer and dryer in my house, and they have to go to the laundromat if they don't have one in their apartment complex. I would just like to see the everyday life of a person that lives in New York City. New York City, Brooklyn, Manhattan, the whole New York hub. It fascinates me, I guess, because I live the complete opposite life. Somebody from New York City, if they came to stay with me for a week or two, it might freak them out that there's no other homes around me, or that it's 10 miles for me just to get into town. I don't know. New York City for right now. Anywhere after that, like off the charts, I guess would be Portugal, to go see where my grandmother was raised and where she lived and grew up, and I think all of my grandmother's family is here now in America. I don't know. I think they all came. I think all her sisters and cousins, everything eventually came over between the 70s and the 80s. But I would like to go see where my grandmother was born and raised in Portugal. Favorite TV show from your childhood? Oh, wow. Okay, so I had so many because I really liked Gilligan's Island. It was I watch it now. It was the corniest show ever. As a kid, I loved that show. As a kid, I loved the Brady Bunch. I loved, what did I say, Gilligan's Island, the Brady Bunch. Oh, Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, I loved those shows. I loved I Love Lucy. It came out in the late 50s, and I wasn't born until 64, but we still watched it all the time, and I still love I Love Lucy to this day, so I have a lot. But I guess I would say probably, I think Little House on the Prairie was my favorite. I like the Waltons, too. I remember, because I was like in middle school when the Waltons came out, I remember my parents watching it 3 Thursdays in a row to make sure it was appropriate for my brother and I to watch. And so on Thursdays we could stay up till 9 instead of 8 because the Waltons was on. What makes you really happy? That is a no-brainer, and it is my family. What makes me really happy? My children, my grandchildren, my husband, my daughter-in-laws, my siblings, my cousins. I love my family. Man, I am one lucky person because I love my family. And I hear so many families that fight all the time, don't get along. I love my family. And I love my grandkids. They fill me with so much joy. I remember people used to say, oh, you think it's great being a parent? Wait till you're a grandparent. And I thought, how? I love my kids so much. How? No, it's possible. I don't know how it is, but it is. And I love all 7 of my grandkids. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? If I could have any superpower, I guess it would be like Bewitched, go like this. And I could be in Montana to see my grandkids, and then boom, I could come back, and I could be in Seattle, see my granddaughter, and boom, and be back, and just be able to travel to wherever I want to go with it, like Bewitched. That would be awesome. What really upsets you in the world? I think what really upsets me in the world is prejudiceness. I don't like when people are prejudiced, whether it be race, religion, or, how do I put it, gender preference. I don't care if you're white, black, or purple. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. I don't care if you're gay or lesbian or heterosexual. If you are a good person to me, I will be a good person to you. What you do with your life is your life, and what I do with my life is my life. I don't like when people judge. And so I don't like prejudiceness. I don't like people judging other people. So I guess that would be my answer to that. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be and why? I guess it would be to have more patience and less anxiety. And if you are a person that suffers with anxiety, you know that you generally don't have patience. So, I don't tend to talk about it a lot. I have a lot of anxiety, which then just doesn't give me a lot of patience. So, I kind of am a little bit of a bubble person. I'm not good about traveling by myself. It was almost non-existent. I do travel a little bit by myself. I don't like to drive in unfamiliar areas. Yeah, so it's a lot of anxiety for that. So, and it can take over your life if you let it. So I try not to let it, but it's real. And so I guess that would be what I would change is my anxiety level and my patience. Would you rather be with a bunch of friends or alone with a book, TV, or movie? Well, that's hard, really, because I do like both. I do like both. I love being home, in my own home, just kind of doing what I like. But I like to be with my friends, too. I don't have a lot of endurance anymore. Like, I used to be able to work 8-10 hours straight and then go out with my friends for 6 hours, come home, sleep a little bit, and get up and do it again. I can't do that anymore. By the time I get off work, I'm generally beat, and I just want to go home and, relax. On my days off, it takes a lot to get me out of the house because I just want to relax, clean my house, do whatever. I don't like big parties, big crowds anymore. But as far as 2 or 3 friends to go out for lunch or something like that, I like doing that kind of stuff. Or just me and one other friend go out for lunch or go shopping. I do like to do that. I'm not big into, when my kids were younger, my husband and I would go to all these fundraisers, for the Rotary Club and for the church and school. And we would go to all these different dinners, fundraising dinners. I loved going to him. He was a fireman, and we would go to the big Christmas party at the fire department. And I looked forward to all that stuff. I loved it all. And as I get older now, I don't like doing those things. And one of my friends said that she gives her husband one fundraiser a year, and that's it. And the rest he can go by himself. Because in our little town, there's always fundraisers going on where they have banquet dinners for the fire department and church and Rotary and I don't even know how, the Lions Club, and there's always something going on. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do the same thing. And I had picked just one that I did, and after that I was like, I don't even want to do that. I mean, you give a donation for $100 for dinner, and then it's really usually not a very good dinner. It's just a buffet, but you're doing it as a donation, and then you give $100 in raffle tickets, and then you sit on hard chairs, and I don't know. I'm being old and grouchy about that, but I'm not into that so much anymore. So, would I rather be at home with my friends, or, I don't know, I guess home, but I do like my friends too. Okay, so I did like these questions. They were great. I'm going to probably leave these questions in my comment box pinned to the top, and I will try to put them in the description box as well. So, I've tagged 3 people. Dawn with Cencible Living with Money Mom, I tag you to do this. Missy with Hot Mess Missy Art in rving. That's how you say her channel name. And Jacqueline Brown. Those are the 3 that I am tagging to do this. So I hope you 3 are watching this video so that you will do the questionnaire as well. And Gail, thank you again for tagging me in this video. Go check out Gail's channel. It is Gail Patricia's Dollar Tree Hauls and More. I think I've shouted her out a couple weeks ago. Great gal. This was fun. Let's keep it real. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.